The pig, God, and religion. Two of the world's great religions have decided the pig is enemy number one. To eat, touch, smell, or even look at the pig is considered the most heinous of crimes according to their religion. So if you are seen to be fraternizing with the pig, or worse, consuming the pig in any form, in public or private, puts you in the same league as killers, rapists, and child molesters. The question to ask, what has the pig done in the eyes of God to deserve this terrible reputation? Since the pig is one of God's creations, and to my knowledge Mr. and Mrs. Pig made it onto Noah's Ark. To investigate this deep mystery, I have enlisted the help of the great and good from society to bring clarity to this matter. We are organized in a seminar titled The Pig and God. It will be hosted by Miss Piggy, a former star of the very popular Muppet Show. It will be sponsored by the National Pig Farmers Association. The topics will be as follows: the pig and Western civilization, how the pig has fed Europeans throughout history, the pig being cheap to keep, eats anything, produces lots of little pigs, and grows very quickly into a large size, able to feed large families at low cost, second only to the chicken, the most widely eaten meat product in the world. Free tickets on offer to Walt Disney's new movie, The Pig Must Die, starring Porky Pig. Michael Eisner, former boss of Walt Disney, will be presenting a special Oscar to Porky Pig for the Best Actor award. Mr. Eisner, being Jewish, will be wearing body armor, white suit covering the whole body, including the head, also gloves and a gas mask. He will not be shaking hands with Porky Pig, but will present the Oscar on the end of a long 10-meter pole. Free tickets on offer to the play Pygmalion, opening in London theatres soon, for 6 weeks only. Get to see your favourite actors behave like pigs. Your local bank manager will be giving a talk on how to save money for young children. He will be giving away free piggy banks for the children. Don't miss out on this free offer. For children's entertainment, all the episodes of Peppa Pig and Walt Disney's Three Little Pigs to be shown continuously. The pig as cultural icon. The Chinese celebrate the pig in elaborate ceremonies every year. The pig is crucial to the Chinese cuisine and cultural life. You can participate in this annual event where you will be able to dress up as a pig in the parade. Best pig costume will win a free trip to the local pig abattoir. We will be holding a talent contest for the best pig impersonations and pig jokes. The winner gets to sponsor a pig for life. Many people in the world do not eat the pig for religious reasons, others for cultural or personal reasons. If you are brought up in a household where you do not eat pork, then there is a good chance you will be growing up not eating pork. The religious reason for eating pork seem to fit into a number of categories. 1. Muslims do not eat pork because it is written in God's work and considered an unclean animal. 2. Jews do not eat pork because perhaps for the same reasons as Muslims. You cannot eat any animal with split hooves. So in Israel, an enterprising Jew genetically modified the pig and fused the hooves. His target market was the more liberal secular Jews, for whom the pig is not so bad or evil and tastes quite good. The devout religious Jews were not having any of it. They decreed if it looks like a pig, whether fused hooves or not, it is a pig and therefore not kosher, and it has been banned to my knowledge, unless there is a thriving underground pig market in Israel. Whenever there is prohibition on something, it usually creates an illegal market for the product or service. I have no doubt some enterprising Israelis are delivering kosher pork bagels in the middle of the night to the porky-loving members of their community. In the Christian Bible, it also says do not eat the pig and shellfish. Most Christians have long ignored these biblical rulings for the good reason they are silly. Excluding religious reasons for banning the pig from the dinner table, can we come up with a more rational explanation? Let's try. Of the three great religions, they all came out of the desert, or as I call them, desert religions, because they have been dished out to the most illiterate, ignorant, and backward people God could find. In those times, people would bury the dead in shallow graves. At night time, wild feral pigs would dig up the graves and eat the bodies. It was then decided by the good and great at the time not to eat the pig because the pig may have eaten one of your dead relatives. God agreed that it was a good idea because it became the word of God for Jews, Muslims, and those pig-loving Christians. Does this make sense? Sounds rational, maybe even true. Please beware, I am not advocating eating or not eating the pig. That is a decision for you to make. I make no moral or ethical judgments on this matter. I am simply stating the alternative viewpoint, not necessarily mine. I make no criticism of someone's religion or faith. The viewpoint I am expressing is from readings of scholars of ancient history who say that the biblical accounts are not supported by evidence, or there is no evidence as yet to confirm them, and the sayings and teachings of religion. That many of our religious customs and practices are based on the superstitions and traditions of ancient, illiterate, backward, uneducated people whose limited knowledge has been passed down to us in the form of religious rites. Therefore, is it right to carry on these practices when they serve no real meaning and purpose other than as rituals? To bring clarity to this matter, in some, perhaps all religions, the status of women is not held very high. Domestic violence is ordained by the Almighty, yet someone who eats pork is regarded as the greater evil. This seems a moral dilemma the Almighty needs to resolve. Eating pork may or may not make you into a bad person, but beating up your wife does make you into a bad person. We need to condemn wife beaters more than pork lovers. People who do not want to follow all their religious customs should be free to do so. We must not pass judgment on them. It is God they will be answerable to. So we need to be more tolerant and not to take it into our hand to dispense God's judgment upon them on earth. So let us tackle the real evils in this world of domestic violence, of child abuse, poverty, greed and selfishness, of our political economic system which is driving people into poverty and despair. A system that creates more losers than winners, of rogue states like Israel which ignore international law and oppress and deny the Palestinians their basic human rights, supported by the world's leading terrorist state, the United States of America.